Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I am running a ton of wedding errands and I thought I would film my wedding Q&A part 1 for you guys while I'm running my errands. Today I've got a ton of things going on. I am actually leaving my apartment so that I can go and get a wax and, you know, just run some other errands. We're getting our menus and programs printed today. There's a lot going on. This is the last Saturday before I get married. It is June 4th, 2016. And I wanted to film this. I'm not sure when it's going up, but I wanted to film this kind of like more like a vlogs and Q&A as opposed to just sitting down and just doing a talking video for you guys. I wanted to kind of mix it up a little bit. So the first question is, when are we getting married? Tony and I are getting married. Tony and I are getting married on June 11th, 2016, which is in a week. Holy crap. The next question is, what advice can you give to not be stressed when you're planning your own wedding? And what are some important things to remember? So my advice that I can give to those who are planning their own wedding is to write everything down. And I know this sounds repetitive because I always tell people to make, I always tell you guys to make to-do lists for everything. But yes, when it comes to planning your wedding, you want to write everything down. Make lists for absolutely everything because you got to keep all that information organized in some way. And if you just write everything down, list everything, it gets it out of your head, you know what I mean? And then what would I say? The most important thing to remember? The most important thing to remember, I would say, for when you're planning your wedding is it's already going to be a stressful situation, no matter how small or how large your wedding is going to be, because you really want the day to be perfect. At least most brides that I know do. So for me, I think the most important thing to remember is to just take care of yourself. Make sure you're exercising, make sure you're eating right, make sure you're getting enough water and getting enough sleep. Because at the end of the day, if you're not taking care of yourself, you're not gonna feel your best on your day. So definitely try to take care of yourself and yeah, take some time for self-care. Run a hot bubble bath, read a good book, make sure you have your glass of wine every now and then. Just take care of yourself. I think that's the most important thing when it comes to being a beautiful bride for your day. The next question I got is, how many guests are you having? I am having 253 guests, which is great because originally we started out with 320 guests and somehow we got down to 253-ish guests, including kids. So yeah, I'm very happy about that. The final numbers have been submitted and all bets are off, hands are off at this point. So the next question was, is there a honeymoon planned, and if so, where are you going? Yes, there's a honeymoon planned. Tony took the reins on planning our honeymoon. All I told him was that I wanted to go somewhere warm, and so he surprised me late last week, early this week, where we were going. And I do know, I'm excited, but I want you guys to comment below where you think we're going. I want to keep it a secret until we leave. And then we'll find out, you guys will find out on this channel, so don't forget to comment and subscribe, so you guys can find out where we're going for our honeymoon. Yeah, comment below where you think we're going, and I'll shout you guys out in the next Q&A video. Tony and I will let you guys know then. Has the planning process been easier or harder than what you expected? And I guess I would have to answer both. I feel as though it was easier because I had a lot of support, a lot of help from my family, and a lot of help from my friends. People kind of absorbed a lot of the stress for me, especially my maid of honor, Ashley. And everyone has been really been willing and ready to just come to my aid whenever I needed something. I think I've been a really low-key bride up until this point. I don't know how this next week is gonna go, but yeah, like, I think I've been really low-key, really chill. I'm not really, you know, I'm not really like demanding in any way. So, you know, I really just have a really carefree vibe, I think. What else? And then as far as it being a little harder, I think the process was a little harder because I had law school in the mix. You know, it's hard to focus on law school when you have such exciting things coming in your future, like the wedding, for example. Like, I was really stressing out because there were things that I really wanted to like do during the semester. There were things I really wanted to do while I was in school that would have been, you know, I could have got a lot of things done quicker and had a lot more time to relax, like right now, if I had the time. But I just didn't have the time because I was in class and finishing up with finals and everything like that. So that's why the process was a little harder. But I didn't have a wedding planner. I did this all on my own. A lot of this was basically my ideas, and then people were just helping me to get things and execute. So I'm really happy with the way things have gone, and I wouldn't change things at all. Yeah, I'm here with Jaleesa. Hey y'all. Getting Brazilians. Yeah. Gotta get ready for the wedding, guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a bikini today. Just a bikini. My man don't care that much. So I'll just save some money and get a bikini today.
Okay, so it should be good.
How many people?
Okay, waxes are done. And I'm sitting in traffic, so I thought I would just continue with the vlog. Question is, have you thought about what you're doing for your hair and makeup? Yeah, I'm going to do a half up, half down type situation with like lots of like curls. I'm gonna have like a headpiece on my, that's gonna lay on my forehead. And I'm also going to have my makeup done, and
any lane to turn left.
So I'm going to also have my makeup done, and I wanted to be kind of like a gold, nudie, brownish, smoky, Nubian goddess. A gold bronzy goddess. That was my goal for my wedding makeup. Very neutral, very natural, very chill, but very like very nice and very beat. I want my face to be beat, hunty. So that's why I've been trying to, you know, get a lot of water in me to make sure my skin looks good. I know you guys have been asking me for a skincare tutorial, but I really don't do anything besides drink a lot of water and use certain products, but I'll show you guys that in a separate video. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna do for hair and makeup. Next question is, are you having your wedding filmed? Yes, we are. We did hire a videographer. That was one of my priorities for the wedding. I wanted somebody who's going to be reliable and who's going to capture the day to the best of their ability, and I love the way that they film their wedding videos. It's very kind of like very cinematic and really cool. So I'm really excited to see how it comes out. And yeah, we are going to have it filmed. I don't think I'm going to vlog the day of the wedding, just for that purpose, because we're gonna have a video and it's gonna be up on my channel as soon as I get it. The next question is, how did you and Tony budget the wedding? Tony and I had a hard number that we wanted to kind of stick within. Yes, we've gone above it. Things come up, unexpected things kind of come up, or just it's easy to kind of overspend, especially when there's things that you didn't think about when you originally planned the budget. So yeah, I kind of expected to go over a little bit, and we have, but we definitely tried to set a hard number. Our families have helped a little bit with, well, yeah, our families have helped with, you know, paying for the wedding venue and other expenses, but we have also paid out of pocket too, quite a bit. So yeah, we just set a hard number, wrote down, you know, once we knew what our venue was and what some other, like the videographer, photographer, how much that costs, like the big things, then that we budgeted around those things, and yeah, that's how we did it. Someone also asked what style my dress was. My dress is a fit and flare, yeah, a lace fit and flare with, it's ivory and kind of like a gold champagne color, and yeah, I'm excited to wear it. I think I'm gonna look really nice in it. It flatters my figure, and it has some really sexy details to it, so I'm really excited to wear it. Like, so yeah, that's what someone asked, and that's the answer. So another question I was asked was whether or not Tony was making decisions with me, or am I just the one that was calling the shots? And I think we really handled things together for the most part, because I was in school for a lot of the time that we were planning the wedding. It's been 2 years since we've been engaged for 2 years. We got engaged May 25th of 2014. So we've been engaged for 2 years now, over 2 years now, and he has been a huge help with the planning process, whether it was running errands or going for meetings without me while I was in class, things like that. Like, he's been a huge help. So we made a lot of decisions together, and anything that he really wanted to deal with, then he took care of it, and that was okay. We discussed things, we had open communication about how we wanted to do things, and yeah, it all fell into place. So now I'm headed to Office Depot to print off the menus and programs for the wedding. I'm gonna meet Tony there, and hopefully we can get this done as quickly as possible. And I'm in traffic. Hi. Made it safely. He's tired and drained. He's ready to be done with all things wedding, I think. So I'm gonna have him answer some questions, actually. So the next question is going to be, do you wish you had a wedding planner?
Yeah.
But you were the best wedding planner ever.
Yeah, until now. Over it.
How did we decide our first dance song? We went through a lot of different options.
Of them. Like a million options. And then you pick.
Do you plan on taking Tony's last name? And the answer to that question is yes. My last name is going to be Hubbard instead of Houston. So Alana Esme Hubbard. Indoor or outdoor ceremony? Why are you so tall?
Indoor. I don't know. Been like this for the last 10 years.
Yeah, so we're gonna be doing an indoor ceremony in a church, and our venue is actually also inside as well. Programs. Got them off of Etsy. Also on the agenda today is for me to finish the place cards, so I need labels, sticky labels, address labels. Here we are. They should fit well on my place cards. I'm gonna type up the document and then hopefully print the names on here, on the labels. And then we're pretty much done. Super happy. 1 week out. I'm home now, by the way, and my sister's here. Say hi to the vlog, bub. And please excuse my apartment because my apartment looks crazy right now. Don't laugh. Ooh, what's this? Those are his gifts to the guys. Oh my god. Hey guys, it's the next day, and last night we were so busy with finishing up the place cards. It was craziness. But I wanted to continue the Q&A for you guys. The next question is my father going to walk me down the aisle? And the answer is yes, he will be walking me down the aisle, which I'm really excited about. Yeah, so that's the answer to that. And then the next question is, how is the open bar looking? It's looking phenomenal. Open bar will be pretty much all night for the wedding, and then we'll have a slight little happy hour situation going for the after party. So I'm really excited, and I'm sure liquor will be flowing the entire weekend because it's just a celebration, you know? So anyway, that's the next two questions, and Tony and I are about to get on the road to head to Philly. Well, actually Jersey, Philly area, because we have some final meetings for the wedding, and then we also have to we're going to go see Beyonce today for her formation tour. So I'm really excited.
We're not getting information.
But we're not getting information according to Tony. So we'll see you guys in the car. This is our florist. Those of you in the South Jersey area getting married or need some flowers for an occasion, Addie Rose. Hi.
But I'm not worried about that. I don't think your guests are gonna steal stuff.
Next question is, are you wearing a veil? And the answer is yes. I will be wearing a veil, and I will also be wearing a headpiece on my forehead, so I think it's gonna look really pretty. Small or large wedding? I don't know what everyone considers large, but we do have 256 guests. So I don't know if I guess that's fairly large. So we will be having that many guests, and really excited to see everyone come into town and hang out with everyone in the hotel and all that stuff. I'm super excited about it. Are we doing a first look? Tony and I had actually decided that we didn't want to do a first look. I kind of wanted him to see me for the first time when I'm coming down the aisle, and so yeah, no first look for us. I am doing kind of like a first look with my dad though, which will be captured on the video. I really wanted him to come in and see me all dolled up and everything. I think he might cry. So I'm really excited about it, and I don't know how he's gonna be. He's been really like real chill. Like my dad is really high strung, high energy, really like enthusiastic about life, really like talkative, but he's been really like chill lately, and I think he's kind of like, I think things are kind of hitting him now, so it's kind of funny. Question, 3 more questions left. Are you both going to cry? I think there will be plenty of tears that day. I don't know how I'm gonna feel that day. I think I am gonna cry. I'm pretty sure I will. I don't know about Tony. Tony, you think you're gonna cry?
Probably not.
What are you gonna do? What are you doing with your wedding dress after the wedding day? After the wedding day, I think I'm gonna keep it, or maybe like there are preservation like processes you can go through to preserve your dress over time, but I heard how they're very expensive, and I don't know if I want to do all that, so I'll probably hold on to it for a little while, see how I feel. I don't know if my future daughter is gonna want to wear it or not, but I'll probably keep it for a few years, and if I come across a bride who would really like it, I don't have a problem giving it away to someone who really needs it. I have no problem with that. What do you suggest spending on versus saving on? What would you say?
You could definitely spend on the actual wedding itself, or everything else involved in the day. You could probably try to save as much as you can.
So what do you mean?
Which is something that we didn't do, like photographers, videographers. You want to get the best ones, but try not paying too much, because I definitely think, even though I think they're worth it, we paid a substantial amount for photography and videography, and that's probably something we could have researched a little bit better.
Maybe so. Maybe so. And then anything else you find, like florals? Do you think florals are as important as people think?
Yeah, I mean that makes the image of the room, so that's extremely important. Mm-hmm. It's just different ways to go about doing that, as I've seen.
Yeah, that's true. I've heard people spend almost $10,000 on flowers alone, and that was something I definitely did not want to do.
Spend a substantial amount though.
We spent some, yeah, but that wasn't something that I didn't want to do, like giant balls of flowers for every table. Like that wasn't something I really wanted to do, and that wasn't really important to me because they die, and you know they're beautiful, but
I actually don't really like those anyway.
Yeah, I think they're kind of gaudy, but that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. Anybody out there who's doing that, go for it, if that's what you like. But I just, I really feel like there's a lot of things, you would definitely want to spend for your wedding dress. You definitely want to spend for your gift for your future husband. You definitely want to spend for the things that really are important to the both of you. Anything that's not as important to you, if it's not important that you guys have, like, what's something that's not as important, do you think? If it's better for you not to have a limo take you to and from, and you can just drive yourselves, do that. That's a great way to cut costs. If you have, and then also work within your family and your network of people that you know. Try to, don't necessarily just go online for everything. See if you can find friends or family that cook, friends or family. We have a lot of family and friends who are chipping in their own special ways because from connections that they have and people that they work with or know. So that's a great way to cut costs. And that's a great way to figure out what you want to spend on and what you want to save on, because once you know what people are willing to do for you as a gift for your wedding, or at a discounted rate, then you're good to go. So with that, I think that's the last of my Q&A for our wedding. please guys, leave more wedding questions down below. I will be doing another Q&A part 2 to this video with Tony. Ask him questions. For the guys out there, if I have any male viewers, which I think I have a couple, you know, you guys reach out to Tony, leave comments down below about, you know, proposing, about anything regarding the wedding, love, relationships, marriage, dating, engagement, all that stuff, and we'll be sure to answer those questions in our next video.
Do you plan on putting your proposal video on?
I can. Do we have to discuss it right now? Really? Anyway, so yeah, leave questions below. Take a guess on where we are going for our honeymoon, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.